everybody, Sister Fantastic here. Welcome to Palette Promenade. Today I'm going to go into this one from Lurella. I've had it for a while. It's called So Groovy. And it's like a throwback to the 70s. All the wild pinks and golds and oranges. And it looks really fun. There's some glitters in there. But I'm going to stay away from the glitters today. And I'm going to try to focus on doing a orange and yellow look. And I don't use yellows very much, but I think some of the yellows in this palette are pretty user friendly. This one down here is appealing to me. And then this is a duochrome up here. It's got orange and gold in it. So it's going to be fun to play with, you know, an orange and an orangey yellow. And I may pick up a couple of these lighter shades here, the pink and that buff color. So anyway, it's going to be really fun. All the names in this palette are super fun as well. And so anyway, I'll share with you what the names are as I use them. So I'm going to start out with this shade called Peace. Right here at the top, it looks like a nice transition color. And I grew up in the 70s. I was in high school, junior high and high school in the 70s. And I decorated my room in orange and yellow. See, this has got some orange in it. You can see the warmth coming through. So anyway, just lay something down in the crease and get going here. And then I think I'm gonna go into that orange and yellow next. And as you can see, I've already done my eyeshadow primer. I used the Beauty Crop Stick on You today, which is like a go-to here lately. For a while now, actually. And I have a backup that I can go into when this one empties out. Okay, now with that same brush, I'm going to go into this kind of orangey gold shade. It's called Funky. I remember on Saturday mornings getting up and listening to American Bandstand and Soul Train, and you know, just keeping up with the tunes on the radio. And you know, music was an important part of, you know, my life growing up. I took piano lessons, and you know, I studied classical music, but I incorporated what I knew into pop music, and of course the hymns out of the hymn book, and some contemporary gospel was starting to really get popular through those times. And you know, I would go to Claude P. Street Music in the mall and find sheet music, you know, for things I was interested in learning. And I would even sit at one of the pianos in the store and, you know, sight read just to see, you know, what it was going to be like. See if I liked, you know, the sheet music. See if I like the arrangement. Okay, so we've got those two colors down. Now, this orange shade called Disco Fever right there is calling my name, but I got to switch brushes and find something that I can use that's a little bit more dense. Let me go into this one here from Wet n Wild. You know, this is a shimmer, like a satin finish. So let's just concentrate that deep in the crease here. And there's fallout. It's getting all on my nose and my face. Oh my gosh. I probably should have stuck with that same brush. Oh well, we'll clean it up. That's why I'm doing my eyes first. And I do like an orange look. I just haven't done one in a while. But man, that adds some intensity to the look, doesn't it? Okay. All right. Let's put that brush up. I probably shouldn't have used that one. Okay, now I want to use a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into this light pink shade here. It's called Soul Train. Y'all remember that, how they used to say it? And I'm just going to go up above here, like underneath the brow bone, and just kind of smooth everything out. Okay. Now I think with my finger, I'm going to go into this duochrome here. It's called Love. And it looks like a brown when you first look at it. But when you swatch it, it's really quite pretty. And you can see the orange and the gold in it. So I'm going to pop that on the lid. These are super easy to work with. There's a white matte in the palette that I could use as an inner corner highlight, but I'm not going to use that, I don't think. But anyway, here's that orangey gold one that I just put on the lid. Isn't that pretty? And of course, you know, once you wear it for a little while, the shininess, the metallic particles distribute along the eyes better, and it just kind of blends in with what you've already done, you know, as far as the mattes are concerned. And it looks prettier in an hour from now than what it does right now. I had to wipe my fingers off. Okay, now I am going to get a smaller brush, a detail brush. Let me use this one from Mayage. I really like this for underneath the lash line. And let's see here. I think I'm going to go in with that same shade that I just used, called Love. And I'm just going to pop that underneath the lash line. And I'll probably put a gel liner on today to go with all this, just because the shades are pretty light. And I think the eyes need some liner to help define them. Love the gold in this, though. Really brings out the blue eyes. Anyway, there's a lot of shades in here that I could have used today. This pink one is a shimmer. I could use that today in the inner corner. Let's try it. Let me swatch it here and let's see what happens. There it is on my hand. Yeah, I think it might work. All right, let's see what happens. It's called Flower Child. I'll just pop it right here in the corner. Oops, I'm covering up my face. Sorry about that. Flower Power. Flower Child is the name of it, but I remember you know, flower power. From back then, we had this saying called flower power. It's kind of like a hippies movement, you know, going on at that time. And, you know, the flowers just represented that really well, you know. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Now, I am going to go off camera and I'm going to clean up a little bit, put on complexion products in my brows, and I'll be back and we'll finish this up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This is the finished eye look. I put on a pair of lashes because I just felt like the look needed a pair today. And I put on some complexion products and just some things that you've seen me use before. But the only thing different today is this gorgeous blush from Fenty Beauty. Oh my gosh, I loved it. And then I topped it with this highlighter that I just received from ZC in my ice cream beauty box. And look at this, y'all. I'm using a Suva beauty brush, but look at that. It just melts right into the skin. Doesn't show texture. It's absolutely stunning. Right on top of that blush. 10 out of 10. Love it. Okay, now let's do lips. And we're going to wrap this look up. And today I've got this lip liner here from OFRA. It's in the shade mauve, but it's like a brownish kind of mauve. And I thought it would be pretty. And I did use a Cosmetics gel eyeliner in the waterline in the color brown. And this has kind of a shimmery kind of an effect. I don't know if y'all can see that. But anyway, I thought it went with the shade of eyeshadow that I used on the bottom lash line, which was, again, this shade here called Love. Really pretty duochrome. Okay, now lips. Here we go. Lip liner. It's got a nice sharp tip. It says mauve, but it's warm. It's a warm color. Overdrawing just a little bit. Filling in just a little bit. Using the side of the pencil to fill. Trying to really get that pigment. Anyway, it's a really pretty color. And these OFRA liners, you can use them, I think, on the eyes too, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's a pretty one. So let me put that in with my rotation. Well, I have to find a spot for it in my rotation. I've got some brushes over there. Okay, now, let's see here. The lipstick I want to use today, I want to go in with like a brownish nude kind of color. Let me use this one from, see, I don't know if that's the one I need to use or not. Let me compare these two. I got one from Anastasia Beverly. Yeah, this is the one I need to use. Anastasia Beverly Hills. So pretty. It's like the perfect shade of brown for me. And it goes with that lip liner so good. Now, if I wanted to top that off with a lip gloss, I could go in with this one from Pink Lips, which is, it's a really pretty pink, but you can sheer it out. It's got this huge doe foot, though. And here, let me just swatch it for you so you can see what it looks like right there on my knuckle. But I'm gonna blend it out. It feels kind of like a lip oil in a way. And so when you blend it out, it just offers like a pink sheen. But I don't think I'm going to use that today. I thought that I might, but I kind of like this look here. I think it just really goes good with the eyes. Okay, let me spray it down. I'm using this one from Emma Hardy. Hopefully this is the last of it today. There might be a squirt left. I don't know. We'll save that for another time because I'm pretty well doused. Huh. I used the bronzer today from LYS. I love that bronzer. It's so good. Here, let me show it to you. You've seen me use it before a bunch of times. It's in the triangle shape. It's called Motivate. It's the light for light complexions. But it's definitely dark enough for me. So I used it today. No contouring today, just the bronzer. And I showed you the blush. The foundation, I used a primer from Ciate London. It's called the Watermelon Burst. It's a hydrating primer. And then the foundation that I used today was an old favorite, Perlice Vitamin C CC Cream. It's got SPF 50 in it. It's a good one. It's in a neutral shade for me. Vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. It's called Youth Glow. And in the shade Light. That is a good foundation. So I was just trying to stay away from a lot of powders today. I did use the Morphe setting bacon set underneath the eyes and then, you know, the places where I put the concealer. So, okay, and then for brows today, I went in with this mystery brow pencil. It could be from e.l.f. It could be from AOA Studios. I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm not sure. And then I set everything down with the Trace Loose eyebrow gel. I just dropped it. Let me try to pick it up here. This one right here. So there's that. The mascara today was from Maybelline, the Sky High. It's a good one, y'all. And the best from the drugstore that I've used in a really long time. Let me just say that. And there's the swatches from my eyeshadow. So you could see that I was, you know, going in a very light direction today. This is a light eye look. It's not dark at all. Even though that orange does look kind of bright, it's really a light eyeshadow look. But anyway, these were the colors. These were the colors. Oranges and yellows were the colors from back then. And that's what I decorated my bedroom. I'm trying to remember, I had an orange bedspread. And I used some yellow accessories. And yellow and orange accessories. And back then, the fishnet you know, that you'd hang like on the wall or on the ceiling to droop down. You know, that was a big deal. We got that out of the mall, and, you know, novelty type items, you know, lava lamps and things like that. And that was so in trend back in the day. Anyway, this palette is a good one for memories, to think about all those times. It was a lot of fun. All right, if you are a child of the 70s, let me know down in the comments if you remember, you know, the smiley faces and the peace signs and the flower power and all those things. Give me a shout out down below. All right, I look forward to your comments. Thanks for the thumbs up and all that YouTube love. And I just want to say thank you very much. All right, I appreciate y'all. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.